It's me with a gun. It's a gun. Finally, we have a gun character. What element is she? It's lightning, right? Clueless. Why is Ayaka there and she's in her outfit? Okay, that's cool. Is Ayaka visiting? Ayaka also has a gun. Who's that on the left side? Oh yeah, the girl with like the red eyes. I don't know. I think the last banner I pulled in Genshin was like Baizu, right? No, Baizu, I didn't pull Baizu. So it was like a banner before that. I became a casual Genshin gamer where I only do the fucking quest. I no longer farm or anything. I mean, it's kind of self-burned out. I inflicted on myself. I remember during the first year in Genshin where they like showed you how much hilichurls you killed in the first year, and mine was like 220k or some shit. And then I 999 every collectible in the game, right? And people told me Violet Grass was the hardest one to 9999. Bro, that shit was not the hardest one to 9999. That was not the hardest one. That shit was not the most difficult. But now I am a casual. I am reformed. I am very reformed. Like Crystal Fly was the first thing I 9999. It was the first thing I kept out. I don't know what kind of headcanon made Ayaka like the yandere character, bro. Ayaka can shoot me up anytime. Okay, calm down. Oh yeah, the name of this patch node is cleaner, right? It's just roses and muskets. Just flowers and guns, boys. Why does Ayaka has a gun? Why don't you have a... Okay. Kamisato R360 knows. Go fuck you. Why did I laugh at that? My humor is fucked.
I assume that you know why we're here, right?
I've checked the perimeter. The coast is all clear.
All right, then it's
Holy
time.
fuck.
Time
Her voice.
to shop for the latest fashions at Chiori Boutique. Huh. Don't you think something
Hold
sounds
up.
a little off about that line?
Let me fit in.
Yeah, this is Chiori Boutique that we're talking about. I feel like we need something that sounds, I don't know, a little more extravagant, maybe?
We'll have to talk about it later. The lights have been turned on and the audience is already here. The program is starting.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right, bro.
Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.3 special program. Yay! As you can see, our show is sponsored by Chiori Boutique, one of the leading fashion houses in Fontaine. But before we go any further, let's take a moment to watch the version 4.3 trailer.
Oh shit, we're watching the
Camera
trailer already.
operator. That can be a pretty technical job. Are you really up to it?
Cats.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Jesus Christ, I thought that was from the trailer itself.
Finding a good camera angle, and the characters weren't in the shots. And positions, everyone. Nice to meet you. I am Navia, the president, leader, commander-in-chief,
Navia.
executive director, and boss of Spina's.
Oh, she got glasses. It's Taylor Swift? No way, she has a gun. Can I have more guns?
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Fire!
More wait, that's the Cannono. That reminds me of Honkai 3rd one.
All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready.
Whoa, Farina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Props and lighting set the scene. Actors can get their makeup done. Extras go over your positions.
Kamisato?
Camera ready.
Oh.
Get the clapperboard.
Oh,
Actors
that's the new
to
character
your
everyone was
position.
looking at.
Camera.
Hey, that's drip marketing already, isn't it?
Enough, villain. Pay for the death of our mother.
It's
You're
Ayaka?
just as naive as her. Did you really think 2 muskets would be enough to defeat me?
Your crimes are evident.
Executor of Justice. Wait, she has a spear? Oh, I thought she was just gonna have a gun.
Drop your weapons.
I thought she was just gonna have a gun.
Justice will prevail. Not bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take. We'll move on to the next scene.
Yoimiya's here.
Did you really think you'd get away?
Chevreuse.
You can keep your Mora, and you can go to hell.
What the fuck? They just killed Yoimiya? Yoimiya just died? Yoel! Yoel!
That'll make some serious
Yoimiya
waves
just
in
died?
Fontaine.
What
Not
the fuck?
the kind of waves that drown.
Why they just
I mean,
killed
the
you?
good kind of waves.
No! Yoel just fucking died, I guess. OkCode move? I'm not even blocking it. I'm not even blocking it. Just hit claim on HoYoLab, right? Just log on to HoYoLab and hit claim so you don't have to type the code. And you don't have to open the game up. HoYoLab, the code, it should be like just there, just one button press,
Welcome
right?
back to the version 4.3 special program, everyone. I'm Sarah Miller-Cruz, the voice of Lumine, and today I'm joined by...
Hey everybody, I'm Brenna Larson, the voice of Navia,
Oh,
president of the Spina di Rosula.
And I'm Erica Lindbeck, the voice of Chevreuse.
Yay!
Chevreuse. Is
Oh
that
my
how you
gosh,
read the
I'm
name?
so excited. This is the first
I don't
time
want to
we've had
pronounce
you two
her
on the
name
special
shortened as
program.
Chef because I feel like that's weird.
So great.
But I feel like I
So
will say it.
actually, we have a tradition on the program.
Yeah, there's
We
also
will play a little
Chiori there. Now everyone is gonna post about
Ah,
Chiori
I'm
on
sure
Twitter,
many
right?
of- But who is Chevreuse?
Who indeed? Other Fontaine characters have already mentioned Chevreuse before in their voice lines, but Chevreuse will finally be making an official appearance in version 4.3.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
So exciting.
What does a new player do now? They just go in the game, ignore 3 years worth of domain, and just farm the newest one? Except VV.
I always say that blind optimism isn't the answer. If you want a bright future, you have to go out and seize it.
Hey, she finally got an
Into
axe.
hands.
It took them 3 years to add like a non-great sword into the game.
This one's got your name on it. A proper send-off from the Spina with love.
He's still a great sword user, but it at least is an axe.
Navia's parasol seems pretty interesting. On the outside, it looks like a delicate accessory used to block out the sun, but on the inside, there's actually a secret firearm that can be used
Oh,
to ward
it's a
off enemies at a
gun.
moment's notice. It's elegant and fierce all at once, just like Navia herself.
So she's always
Exactly.
carrying around a gun,
Even
but then
when
again,
it comes
it's
to her
fine.
enemies, Navia is not
She
the
has an
type to
axe.
eschew basic etiquette. So she prefers to maintain appropriate distance while in combat.
Surely, so
While
safe
using
Geo,
her
right?
elemental skill, Navia opens her gunbrella and fires multiple
Gunbrella,
Rosula
okay.
shard shots that can pass through opponents, dealing Geo damage upon a successful strike.
Ooh.
For a period of time after using her elemental skill, Navia's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will deal increased damage and become infused with the power of Geo,
No
which cannot
way.
be overridden.
Now, when Navia's in
Which
combat, there
cannot
are
be
these little
overridden.
markings
Yay,
around
that
her
means you can
look
use her
like
with
bullets.
Bennett,
I wonder if
XDD.
that's some sort of ammo for the gunbrella?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you guessed it. When a character in the party obtains an elemental shard created from the crystallize reaction, Navia will gain crystal shrapnel charges.
Crystal
Navia will consume
shrapnel
these charges
charges.
after unleashing her elemental skill. Her skill damage increases with the number of
Crystal
charges that
shrapnel
she's
charges.
accumulated.
Oh,
Move code?
Okay. So you're saying that Navia's elemental skill becomes more powerful if she works together with other characters in the party to trigger the crystallize reaction.
Finally.
Yes, exactly.
Interaction with the
Great.
Geo element.
Navia's elemental burst calls forth the Rosula Dorata Salute, which unleashes a massive bombardment on opponents in front of her, periodically
Oh.
dealing Geo elemental damage. I should also mention that Navia will accumulate crystal shrapnel charges at certain intervals if she strikes enemies with the Rosula Dorata Salute.
Ooh, now that
Oh, that's
salute
cool.
is spectacular.
That's a cool ult. That's a cool
I heard
skill
that
set,
the Spina di
honestly.
Rosula likes to perform firearm salutes before important negotiations. You know, as a way to celebrate future success. And don't misunderstand, you guys. It's not an intimidation tactic at all.
Oh.
Monkai.
okay. Yeah, I guess that's just the Spina's way of showing respect.
Yeah,
in
just
their
just
own
cake holding a
way.
W.
Yeah, totally.
Not intimidating at all.
No.
As the president of the Spina di Rosula, Navia is always trying to collect the latest intel by exploring
okay,
all
yeah.
corners of Fontaine. When Navia is dispatched on a 20-hour expedition in Fontaine,
Yay, the
rewards gained will
dispatch
be
again
increased.
button is
Okay,
there.
so we just mentioned that Navia is the president of the Spina di Rosula.
3
She
years
remained
for
tough
dispatch
and
again
committed to leading
button?
the
Bro,
Spina.
relax.
Yeah.
But honestly,
while we're
yeah,
on the topic
still.
of Fontaine's crisis, though the prophesized dangers are over, the town is probably still busy rebuilding everything, right? I bet Navia's gonna be occupied with that for a long time.
Now that we've introduced Navia, It's time for Chevreuse to be in the
Yay! Gun! Oh, she's
okay,
fire.
I know that since she's a newcomer, you probably can't
Wait, she's a
wait
fire
to learn more
spear
about her.
character.
So let's get right
no!
Okay.
No!
How should
no!
I introduce
Why
her?
would you be
First
fire
off,
spear?
Chevreuse is the
Why
captain
would
of
you
the
be
Special
fire
Security and
spear
Surveillance Patrol.
character?
It's a Fontanian organization that
doomed.
handles all sorts
You're
of difficult
doomed from the
cases and
start.
dangerous criminals.
Ooh.
She
Why would
doesn't like
you
to
go
appear
fire
in public
spear?
without good cause,
Mhm.
so if you happen to run into her, it's likely that you're in some sort of trouble.
But as long as you're a law-abiding citizen, there's no need to worry. Chevreuse is actually really easy to get along with outside of work. Oh, Feastos are just the best snack. They're easy to carry with you and go with so many
those, like,
sauces.
Foods.
Final warning.
Final warning. Fires a gun. Final warning.
Hands where I can see 'em.
Calm down, bro. What the fuck?
What? That was so fire. And I am not just talking about her skills.
Oh my gosh, look at her idol animation. I love that she
Ooh.
loves snacks.
Mhm.
That is
Final
so
warning.
She's a girl
Shoot.
girl, and she gets it.
Oh my
She
god.
gets it. She really does. She's not exactly what you'd expect from the captain of the special patrol, though, right?
I guess that's
The
kind
chef
of
is
true.
gonna melt
I mean,
over this
Chevreuse's
one
work as a
for
captain can be
hours?
really
Oh,
stressful.
no.
I mean, I can't blame the girl for indulging every once in a while to relieve some stress. She even adjusts her training regimen to
Is
make
there a
up for
set for her
snacking
to have to
habits.
reform,
In
or do I just
fact,
use
she
old
trains
gear?
more than any other member of the special patrol.
Is that
It's
cold in
investigating
Genshin?
cases
We're,
or in
just because
marksmanship
we're
practice.
purple doesn't
And
mean
it
we're the
looks
same
like
person.
A lot of her skills involve using a musket. She must be a pretty good shot.
Mm-hmm, for sure. Chevreuse and her musket are basically partners in crime. They're inseparable. She definitely knows her way around a firearm. Chevreuse uses her musket to fire at opponents during her elemental skill.
Ooh.
For a period of time after unleashing her elemental skill,
What?
Chevreuse will
She's
continue
a
to
healer?
restore HP to the active character.
Wait, she's
on
a
the field.
healer?
During her elemental burst, Chevreuse fires an explosive grenade with her musket, which will split into secondary explosive shells upon impact.
Wait, huh?
Impact.
Whoa. Wait, I noticed that Chevreuse has
Wait, she's a
bullet-like
healer?
markings around her during combat. Can she shoot a special type of ammo?
That's right. Chevreuse obtains an overcharged ball when a nearby party member triggers the overloaded reaction.
Oh.
Holding Chevreuse's elemental skill
Oh.
will consume this special ammo to unleash an even more powerful pyro attack that covers a larger AoE. This attack will also grant an attack buff to all pyro and electro characters in the party.
Oh.
Okay, so that's where the name Overcharged Ball comes from.
Uh-huh.
Overload?
Chevreuze actually came
Useful?
up with the name herself.
Oh.
She was reading a novel where the protagonist believed that names held a lot of power.
That's the
If you
gimmick?
give
That's
something a cool-sounding
a
name, then
XDD
you've given
gimmick?
yourself an advantage over your enemies. That kind of logic resonated with
Honestly,
her, I guess.
yeah, I don't mind.
Well,
I don't
guess she has
mind.
a point.
Oh,
I mean,
should
I guess
also
she
mention
is
what
purple.
happens if
Do I
Chevreuse is
triple
paired
crown
with
her
all
because
pyro
she's
and
purple?
electro characters. If your party contains at least one character of either type, then triggering the overloaded reaction will cause an opponent's pyro and electro resistances to decrease.
Oh, she can reduce?
Okay,
Okay,
so
I
it seems like
guess.
Chevreuse could really shine in an overload team
I
comp. But
guess.
I also did notice that Chevreuse isn't solely limited to a musket. She also
Mhm.
uses a pole arm in combat.
Wait, is it
Okay,
the white
honestly,
tassel
if I were a
angle?
criminal,
Is it the
I
white
feel like
tassel
I'd be pretty
angle?
nervous if she came after me.
Oh, for sure. Most people who have something to hide avoid her like their lives depend on it. And maybe it does. In all seriousness, though, that's why Chevreuse trains so hard. She has to be able to catch a wide variety of cunning criminals who try to evade her at all costs. So when
Do you even
Chevreuse
have that
is in
many
your
crowns
party,
up? I have,
stamina
like, a lot,
consumption
no?
from sprinting is decreased.
Oh, I
Oh,
love that.
sprint consumption
These
decrease?
two new characters are great.
Honestly, though, I don't know why she
I
had to be
know.
fire
I
pole
will
arm
make this even
character,
harder
though.
for you.
Like,
You know,
whenever I
we're
hear
about to take a
fire
look at
pole
what
arm,
event
she
wishes that
keeps showing
travelers
up.
can look-
In the first half of version 4.3, travelers can look forward to event wishes for Navia and Ayaka. The
Ayaka.
new 5-star claymore, Verdict, will also
Verdict.
be featured in the weapon event wish.
Is that gonna be
In
wall
the
of
second
text?
half of version 4.3,
Right,
we'll
then.
have returning event wishes
No!
from the Raiden Shogun
I
and
can't pull
Yoimiya.
this back!
During this time,
Raiden
Chevreuse will also
Yoimiya!
receive a
I
huge
can't
drop
pull
rate
this
boost.
shit!
Be sure to
I
check them out
cannot
if you're
pull this,
interested.
man!
That's awesome.
Wait, no,
Travelers
I-
can also
what
look
the
forward
fuck?
to 2 new artifact sets in
I
version 4.3. Songs of Days Past and Nighttime Whispers
The
in the
fuck are these
Echoing
sets?
Woods. Be sure to keep an eye on future announcements to learn more about them.
This seems like the perfect time for
Oh,
our
I guess
first
I'm not
break.
pulling.
We've shared a ton of information so far, and I bet travelers could use some time to digest it all.
You're right. For sure.
Definitely.
Let's take a break while we take a look at the second group of redemption codes. The version 4.3 special program is brought to you by Chiori Boutique and will return shortly.
She sounds like an announcer. Yoimiya and Raiden, huh? That's a horrible pull. For me, at least, because I already have the mech. Move? I'm not blocking anything. Poor Yoimiya is next to an Archon again? Yeah, but like, she died in the fucking cinematic acting. She just died.
Welcome back, everyone.
She wasn't
So,
acting?
We've
Okay.
thoroughly discussed our casting options for the Chiori Boutique commercial. You have any
Ultimate
ideas?
Overlord's Mega
If
Magic
we're making a
Sword.
commercial for Chiori Boutique,
Super duper
how
invincible
about we
shining sparkly
include
magic
some
crystal.
event footage of Chiori?
Yay!
Chiori is actually going to appear in the event for version 4.3.
What?
Hmm.
While the travelers have been able to see her store in the court of Fontaine, they'll finally get to meet her in person.
Is that duct tape? It is
Yes, I
duct tape.
know.
Hey, this is actually the perfect time for a word.
Wait,
from our
if you
sponsor.
use Chev
An
on
Inazuma
like
born fashion icon,
on like
Chiori.
co-op,
Chiori
does she
Boutique
heal
is your
all the
one-stop shop
active
for the latest and
character,
most
or does she
influential
only heal
fashion in
herself?
Fontaine.
Chiori is
Oh,
acquainted
no.
with the Kamisato siblings because she's also from Inazuma. She actually introduced Ayaka and Ayato to Xavier and recommended that they make the trip to Fontaine for the Fontinalia Film Festival.
I saw like a
Well, we
meme or
can
something.
see
It was
Farina
like
working with Ayaka and the others
Hoyoverse riding Farina
wait,
versus
Does
Hoyoverse
this mean
riding
there's a
Kokomi.
chance that
Kokomi
Farina
is
might
smart
win
because she
the
is smart.
Farina Award? Okay, now I'm intrigued.
And that was it, no?
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to leave you in suspense.
Travelers will also have the opportunity to participate in a variety of activity booths during
Yay!
the festival. Each
Minigame!
one will have a different theme.
Ooh.
Ah, so cool. The first activity booth is the 1,000 Pace Interdiction Arc Minute Sharpshooting Zone. In
Huh?
this activity, travelers will use the special security and
Oh, it's a
surveillance
gun.
control simulation
gun.
device to practice targeting
Just
and
like me,
shooting
Yuan
opponents.
Hoyo
Yep.
doesn't
The
know
Special
how to
Patrol
write
wanted the
military
public to
genius
experience
in
how fun
XDD.
target practice can be.
God.
And the second activity booth is
It's a
called
gun.
Trick Shots Tricky Lights. In this
What
activity,
the fuck?
travelers will use the studio's special
a
lighting
gun.
effects to film a fight
Hell
scene.
yeah!
Take advantage of the
It's
buffs
a
brought
gun.
about by the special lighting
It's a
effects
Sniper
to defeat
Elite
an endless stream
minigame.
of opponents and obtain a higher score.
So cool. Those special lighting effects are really giving off
The
great movie
FPS
vibes.
update.
Navia's movements are also super smooth. It's all so atmospheric.
Oh, for sure. But not everyone is enjoying the fun and games. Travelers will meet a contract employee at the third activity booth. She needs some help with her
It's
demanding client.
PvP.
During the activity Extreme Drive, travelers will help her test out stabilization mecha balls.
Oh.
Look at how the traveler chases
Oh.
after those
It's
stabilization
pushing the
mecha balls.
animals to the...
Okay, I
Oh.
bet that contract
Oh,
employee
no.
can relate since she's being chased down by the
PvP.
client.
Totally.
Stabilization mecha balls seem pretty ordinary, but they're actually very agile. They'll automatically avoid all testers by moving in the opposite direction of your movement. You can find jump boosters around the testing grounds. Travelers can use them to jump higher and further, which is perfect for quickly traversing to the other side of a stabilization mecha ball. Travelers in co-op matches will have to find a way to herd as many stabilization mecha balls into their target area as possible within the time limit. The more mecha balls that end up in your area,
Oh,
the
if
more
one
points you'll
person
earn.
just camp
fourth
in front
activity
of
booth is
another
called
person's
Into the
goal, they
Frame.
can never push
In
it
this
in.
activity, travelers will get to shoot their own scenes by experimenting with different camera positions and narration techniques.
Cool. We get to make a movie.
Oh, you can
That's
troll.
awesome. Travelers might remember helping out Xavier with some filmmaking back in Inazuma, but this seems more professional. Wait, maybe this can be the inspiration for our commercial.
Oh.
Now that I think about it, a Fontanian man went to Inazuma to shoot a film. I guess
I
international
weird
travel
that I
can
think
be a
about
source
the
of artistic
weirdest
inspiration.
Thing when I
That
see
must have also
gameplay,
been
I'm like,
true in
okay,
Chiori's
so how do I break
since
this?
She opened Chioria's boutique in Fontaine.
It happened every
Ooh,
beta
that
test
could be
as
a
well.
strong theme for our commercial. Actually, Ayaka
Oh.
and Ayato aren't the only Inazumans traveling abroad in version 4.3. Kuki Shinobu just arrived in Liyue for her class reunion.
Hey,
Alright,
is it
X-ray
the Beetle
rating.
Brought his
PvP?
buddy Kabuto with him. I think he plans to train his beetles for battle.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot
Oh,
Camp. That name is
A
definitely
B A B
very
B
Ito.
B B C. Okay.
For sure.
A B A
There
B
was
B B
also
C.
a
Okay.
Beetle
Yeah.
battle event in version 3.4, right? Ito battles against a super powerful Beetle battler. I believe his name was Grandmaster Hanakado.
Yep. Grandmaster Hanakado made an impressive showing during the last Beetle battle event. This time, he's made the trip to Liyue with Ito. It seems like the two of them have met a mysterious new Beetle battle master.
Oh, not again.
What?
Another
Who
one.
is
Last
it?
time it was a kid.
Tell us.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't give that away. Travelers will have to discover their identity during the event.
Ah.
Aside from meeting this mysterious new Beetle battle master, travelers can
there's
also
a
look forward to
parry
new
button.
ways to battle.
It's a
While the
parry
movement and charge
button
mechanics
too.
remain
What
unchanged from the
the
original
hole?
event, travelers can now also instruct
It's a
Okabuto
parry.
to use
It's a
guard to
parry.
defend against
What the
electro bullet
fuck?
and jet stream attacks. Make use of the movement, charge, and guard strategies to topple your opponents no matter what they throw at you. Master them,
The
and you'll be
the
ready
fucking
to tackle
Beetle is
the
parrying.
ultimate trial of the strong.
Ooh, trial of the strong. Travelers can look forward to encountering an old friend in the Fontanian countryside.
No.
That's right, Ullman came to Fontaine and he brought
No,
his
it's
treasure
him
map and
again.
treasure-seeking Sealy along with him.
It's him again.
Yay! Our mini Sealy friend is back!
So cute. Travelers can help restore the Sealy's vitality by absorbing energy from the
The
locations that are
bottle.
marked on Ullman's treasure map. In return, the Sealy will guide us to the locations of buried treasure. After collecting ancient iron coins during this event, you can exchange them for various rewards, including a mini Sealy in your preferred color.
Ooh. Okay, so in the event preview, it looked like some of the treasure is located underwater, but when I first arrived in Fontaine, I discovered that Sealy couldn't follow me underwater. Is this treasure-seeking Sealy different?
That is very observant of you.
It's
Thank you,
usable
Thank you.
In this iteration of the Lost Riches event, a new mini Sealy named Brilliance will be available. This new mini Sealy can travel underwater.
Amazing!
Oh.
Treasure isn't the only thing that you'll discover in Fontaine's countryside. You might also come across a mysterious domain
Power
guarded by
creep.
a unique swordmaster who searches for the meaning of battle. During the Dance of Resolute Will, travelers will get the chance to participate in combat challenges. Each challenge stage will contain 2 rounds. Travelers must select their party compositions before the challenge starts.
Okay.
One of your chosen characters must be used in both rounds, but no other character can be repeated.
Oh.
Okay.
After you complete a Blade Dance objective during a challenge, you will obtain a heightened verve buff. Defeating opponents while heightened verve is active will grant you more points.
And another old friend is returning in version 4.3. That's right, it's Lieben! Yay!
Oh. And if Lieben is around,
No
then that
way.
must mean we'll have a chance to trade a bunch of items for Primo Gems again.
Yay!
Exciting! Okay, so it looks like Lieben isn't the only old friend we'll be reunited with in version 4.3. Several familiar faces will be joining the Genius
Is that-
Invocation TCG.
Is that
After this update, travelers will have
Is
the
that
opportunity to challenge
Sonora?
characters around Fontaine.
Is that Sonora?
Ooh.
A new Fontaine-themed table customization will
Is that-
also be available.
Is that Sonora?
Ah, I'm so excited to see players challenge the Mosines.
Playable
exciting.
Sonora!
Travelers can look forward to the
Let's
addition
go!
of several new cards, including 6 new
Fucking
character cards,
playable Sonora!
plus 5 new monster cards, such as Dvalin, Signora, and Ajdaha, will be obtainable from the corresponding tavern challenges. But that's not all. The Forge Realms Temper event will also be making a reappearance, and there will be an update to the heated battle mode. Be on the lookout for future announcements.
Travelers can look forward to some
And
friendly competition between
Zhongli.
16 of the top TCG players all across Asia. I heard they're some of the best in the region. So cool. Be sure to follow the Astro Carnival X or Twitter account to stay up to date on the latest news about this epic showdown.
All roads leads to Zhongling Balloon.
Welcome back, travelers! We've introduced a lot of content, and we've gotten a ton of inspiration for our commercial. Before we reveal our new idea, let's dive
Yay!
into the system optimizations
Quality
that
of
the project
life!
team has prepared for version 4.3.
Okay, first we have some artifact-related optimizations to introduce. With an ever-increasing amount of artifact sets to choose from, many travelers may have been hoping for a better and quicker way to filter and locate desired artifacts. After the version 4.3 update, travelers can check out artifact set recommendations for a given character.
Okay,
to
yeah.
See what artifact sets active players
Better
have been
than
choosing
leaving
for
the
that
game to
character
check it, I
recently.
suppose, because, you know,
Mhm.
sometimes
In
it's good,
addition,
sometimes it's
an
bad.
automatic locking function has been added.
Oh, okay.
Now, when filtering artifacts in your
Holy.
inventory, you can lock the artifacts that fit your filter specifications in batches.
Oh,
With
okay.
the automatic locking function, newly
Oh, that's
acquired
good.
artifacts that fit your locking criteria
Yeah, that's good. Can
will
I put,
automatically
like,
be
multiple
locked when
substats?
added to your
I can.
inventory.
Oh, that's
I can.
awesome.
Travelers
Oh,
can have
holy
up to 2
shit.
preset auto lock plans for
Wait,
each artifact
wait, that's
set.
good. That's
Travelers
good. You
can
can
choose their own
farm
or follow the recommended
with, like, you
settings
can farm
summarized
on
for active player
autopilot
data.
now.
Since it may
You can
take some
farm
time
on
to collect the
autopilot
necessary
now.
statistics, new artifact sets will not feature recommended locking settings immediately.
Okay.
Yes. Of course, if you can lock artifacts in batches, you can unlock them in batches as well. Travelers can look forward to both of those features in the new update. That's not all, though.
No more
Travelers will be
checking
able to
artifacts.
sort artifacts
way.
by 3 different attributes. Plus, the artifact enhancement screen will allow travelers to add a greater amount of enhancement materials at once. An enhancement limit feature will also be available. Hopefully, these optimizations
Oh.
will not only make artifacts easier
I still
to
do the
find, but
animation
also quicker to
cancel. You
level.
know the animation
Be on the
cancel
lookout
to
for
skip the
future
artifact
announcements to learn
upgrade
more.
The
animation.
project team is always
So
working
they
hard
saw
to address your
everyone keep
survey
doing the
feedback.
animation
So,
cancel. They
travelers should
just
look forward to
decided,
further
nah, fuck it. You don't need to
artifact-related
animation cancel no
optimizations in
more.
Future version updates. Improvements
The
to
animation
equipping
cancel during the
artifacts and other
artifact upgrade
artifact-related
screen.
Optimizations are all in the works.
Maybe too sweaty.
Ooh.
In addition, the project team has made adjustments to provide smoother ascension and enhancement experiences for travelers.
Yay!
When you level up a character, enhance an artifact, or enhance a weapon, you no longer have to click so many
Yay!
pop-up windows.
Oh, that's awesome. As a new
Yay!
player using a
Quality
few 1
of
and 2-star
life.
materials to level artifacts, the whole process might feel a bit slow, especially with pop-up windows appearing.
Totally. This new optimization significantly reduces the amount of pop-up windows that we have to click through, so travelers can look forward to a much smoother enhancement and leveling process. The next optimization has made it easier to repeat domain challenges.
Oh, okay.
Previously, travelers who tried to continue domain challenges would be sent to the entrance of the domain. This meant they would have to run all the way to the center to start the challenge. But after this update, travelers who choose to continue in a domain challenge will load right next
Dude,
to the area
this
where
is
you
gonna make my
actually
dailies so
start fighting,
short.
which is amazing.
My dailies is gonna
So,
be
happy
so
farming,
fucking
everyone.
short.
Ooh.
My
It
dailies
should
is
make it
gonna
way
take
easier
20
for players
seconds.
to farm artifacts for Navia.
Oh, yeah,
5-second
definitely.
daily angle.
In addition, version 4.3 has made it easier to clear your quest backlog.
Oh,
Archon Quest Chapter 2, Act 4, In the Depths, An Unexpected Reunion, takes place in the underground mines of the chasm.
oh, okay.
In the past, travelers had to complete the world quests, Chasm Spelunkers, and the Heavenly Stones debris before being able to proceed to the Archon Quest.
Oh,
In this update, travelers no longer need to complete those 2 world quests.
oh, okay.
Instead, travelers can speak directly to the miner who issued the commission to unlock a teleport waypoint.
Oh, shit.
It will take them to the corresponding area and automatically trigger the
Holy.
next steps of the Archon Quest.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't.
amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't remember
This
you
will
have to do
hopefully
quests.
make it easier for
Maybe because I
travelers
played
to
it during
quickly
launch, I
progress through
didn't know.
Archon
But I
quests.
guess this
So
skips a lot of
close.
time. Yeah,
That'll
that's
make
like
it
an hour or
significantly
2.
easier for new or lapsed players to access the Archon
That's like an
quests
hour
and
or 2,
claim
right?
those sweet
Only
intertwined
Chasm
fates
and
as fast as
Kanomiya
possible.
was optional. You didn't have to do it.
Definitely.
For sure.
Also, one-click expeditions will be available starting in version 4.3. This will allow travelers to claim expedition
Finally!
rewards and repeat expeditions
Holy
with a single
shit!
click.
It took them
Travelers
so
will also
long.
be able to claim processed
It took them
ingredients
so
and forged
long to
items
do
with a
this.
single click.
Oh, sweet. That's gonna make it easier to
Holy.
collect rewards from Catherine.
Definitely.
Mhm.
There's also a ton of other quality of life
Hey,
improvements
wow.
in this update. For example, optimizations have been made to enemy tracking with the Adventure Handbook and character selection logic during crafting and forging. In addition, when performing
Can I
mystic
still ask
offerings,
something though?
travelers
You know
will
the
now be able
camera
to add
option that makes it
artifacts
so
and
that your
matches.
camera auto zooms
There's
in?
a lot
I'm
to
pretty
look
sure
forward
even
to.
if you turn
So
that
be sure
camera
to
option
check
off,
future
the game
announcements
still
for more
auto zoom in.
information. Okay, moving
that-
on from
is that option
optimizations,
fixed?
a new Fontaine-style realm layout will be added to the Serenitea Pot. Simply purchase the corresponding items from Tubby to unlock it.
Ah, it looks like an aquarium.
It's still the same?
I know,
Oh, okay.
right? Travelers can use ocean currents to travel between the islands in this layout.
Still no 120
Some
FPS?
islands even have ponds the travelers
You know what?
can use to keep
At this point, I
fish.
just give up.
Looks like a cool underwater kingdom.
You don't
It's
need
just so
120
pretty.
FPS, guys. 60 is enough.
No, And they'll be even prettier once travelers have the chance to make them their
It's
own.
very pretty.
I'm
It is.
so excited to see what everyone's gonna
Very
come up with.
serene looking.
Especially my friend's teapots.
You just want to
Bro, my
copy their
teapot still has,
designs,
like,
don't you?
Oh, I don't know.
200 Bitcoin mining rig in
I
there.
knew it.
I have another piece of super exciting news to share with everyone. Okay, I know, right? The annual Genshin Impact online concert, Melodies of an Endless Journey, is coming soon! Yay!
120
Celebrate Genshin's
FPS is
classic
Apple
melodies in an
exclusive. Yeah, they did
entirely
sign
new
a
way.
deal with Apple
take a
to keep
sneak peek
120
at some of the
FPS on
amazing
Apple
moments that
device
this
only,
concert has
right?
in
Which is
store.
kind of ass. Yo, can Genshin get the same quality of life that Honkai Star Rail has with the 3000 energy? Can we have that?
Travelers can also look forward to the release of the 4th Genshin Impact character OST album.
You know, sometimes I
Stellar
kind of miss
Moments Volume
Paimon
4.
voices.
The album will feature
I need it to
26
annoy me.
character songs created by the Hoyo Mix team.
Genshin Anime 1, good one.
Okay, well, that's all the new information we have to share about the update.
Special program ended. I only see darkness now. Okay, am I gonna do another fucking 10-hour stream playing Lethal Company? I forgot to hit stop recording on the video. Mr. Editor, I am so sorry. Okay, that'll be the end of the react session of the fucking dev stream. Okay, I'm gonna end the recording so my editor doesn't die.